Hey there everyone, Meteorologist Adam Claibon here with you on this Christmas day or now evening and night, which has been a wet one, and we still expect more showers heading into tomorrow's forecast as well. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed your Christmas. A Merry Christmas to all of you out there. We're gonna have to get into the forecast because there's one more wave of rain and mountain snow that's gonna come through into the day tomorrow before a ridge of high pressure builds in and gives us a longer stretch of some dry weather heading through the weekend and into the start of next work week. There's also a chance, an outside chance, of maybe a few snowflakes trying to sneak their way here into the lowlands. We'll let you know which spots those are here in a bit because it's not going to be everyone. All right, first let's talk about the amount of rain that we saw today, which again wasn't really too much. We saw generally amounts between about a few hundredths of an inch up to about closer to a quarter of an inch. And some rain still out there tonight, but we do expect that to diminish. But look at this right here. These are the snow levels over the next few days, and I want you to pay close attention to what happens Friday into Saturday. You see that snow level all the way down to 500 feet? Yeah, that will mean that some spots here in the lowlands will at least see a few snowflakes beginning to pop up by late Friday night. I think Saturday morning, most of the moisture should be gone, and it's going to be really who has the moisture still around to help to support a little of that snow. Now first, again, Friday's forecast is looking to be rather wet. We'll keep temperatures in the low to mid 40s for highs. We'll drop things a bit more as far as temperatures back around the low to mid 30s for lows, but dry out pretty quickly heading on to Saturday and continue to see that dry weather all the way through next Tuesday. New Year's Eve, yeah, there could be some showers around. Looks like that's going to be part of the forecast as well as into New Year's Day into next Thursday. Here's a look at Everett, and this is actually going to be one of the spots that if we are going to see maybe some lowland snow, could be here because we're going to have some convergence zone activity, and that will help to draw down a bit more of that cold air from the upper parts of the atmosphere, especially with some of the heavier precipitation, and mix it or maybe even a quick burst of snow. Little of any accumulation really expected with it, but we'll get into that here in a bit. Seattle a bit drier here into our Christmas night as we sit at 42 degrees. Winds coming in at about 5 miles per hour for you. Not too much more rain ahead throughout the night. We'll keep things rather dry and keep those temperatures right around the 40-degree mark. Cold enough air, though, across the passes that we are going to support more snowfall ahead as we get this additional moisture to come on in. All right, here's a look at what's happening on radar. A few areas of lightning and thunder just off of the coast. A little instability there with our low-pressure system down across the northern California coast. But that band of clouds that you see just off of the coast for us right there, just off to our west, well, that's going to be responsible for the last batch of precipitation that we're going to see roll on through as we head on into more of the day for tomorrow. Before that, though, let's talk about the advisories that it's going to bring because we do have some heavier snow that will come through at least from a time heading on into Friday. Now, these advisories are starting up at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning and will last until 10 p.m. tomorrow night. New snowfall amounts anywhere between 6 to 12 inches, so could get up to a foot in a few spots. Here it is right here. You can see Futurecast kind of shows all of that coming together. Tonight, a lot of the moisture lifting northward. We'll see some of that come together as we head into tomorrow as that band pushes on through. That's going to be your frontal boundary, and it looks like anywhere between about 9 to 11, we'll see that main band move through over the I-5 corridor. And it's going to be at that point, too, that we start to see the steady snowfall picking up across the mountains. We'll keep that going as we head on into more of our afternoon and evening on Friday. You can see it right there. We're actually starting to see things picking up just a bit more as far as the rain and, yes, some of the mountain snow. But then check this out as we head on into later tomorrow night. 7 p.m., I think most spots are still just seeing generally just rain here in the lowlands. But it's at that point that we're going to start to keep an eye out for what's happening here into northern King County and Snohomish County with this convergence zone, because that's getting ever so close to helping to bring maybe another chance of some lowland snow. Now, we'll back this up closer to about 11:30, and you can see that those chances are kind of there. You can kind of see the blue that's popping up right there over Snohomish County, and it may even be a better chance up this way, just north of the King and Snohomish County line, as opposed to what you're going to see farther south, especially here around Seattle, as those chances are looking to be pretty low. But we'll keep that going as we head on into the latter part of the night, and then by Saturday morning, it's all out of here because the moisture is gone, and we really don't have a whole lot more to play with at that point. So if you're looking for a window of maybe seeing some lowland snow here across the area, looks like it's going to be between about 10 p.m. until about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And again, we'll mix that, or either we'll see a quick burst of snow. It's going to be heavy and wet and see some fat flakes. Most of it, if not all of it, melting on the ground. Some minor accumulations, a coating maybe up to an inch, and that will mainly be on grassy surfaces or on top of your vehicles or such. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about what happens afterwards, because we see a drying pattern coming through as we head on into Saturday, and we'll keep that going heading on into more of Saturday evening and Saturday night as well. Some moisture off to the north with a system pushing through on Sunday, but that will only provide and produce some clouds for us as that system moves on through here. So additional rain to come with our system on Friday. We're looking at anywhere between about 1/10 of an inch, as high as maybe closer to 3/4 of an inch. Now, that precipitation that you see up there, closer to Everett, that's with the convergence zone. That will help to produce a little more snow, possibly up towards Stevens Pass as well. But that's going to be the big key for possibly getting that chance here across some parts of the lowlands, because you can see some models are trying to pick up on some accumulation there around Everett in Snohomish County. It says up to an inch. You have to keep in mind, relatively speaking, our ground temperatures are warmer, so we're going to see a lot of melting. And also at the same time, too, everything that does fall is not going to actually stick. So we'll have some just natural melting in that instance as well. So wouldn't pay too much attention to that 1-inch mark there in Everett. But it's exciting nevertheless, right? Seeing some flakes here, some of the first of the season here in the lowlands. We'll keep an eye on how things do play out with that. But thankfully, no big impacts when it comes to that either. Now, looking at what we're expecting heading on into the weekend, we'll see things dry out. A ridge of high pressure really diverting a lot of the active weather up into southeast Alaska and up into British Columbia, all the way through Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even Tuesday. It's not until we head into Wednesday before it looks like some of those showers will arrive. And yes, New Year's Eve and heading into New Year's Day, we might be dealing with more of that rain around. If you have any plans, just go ahead and get your mindset on trying to prepare to celebrate in the rain. All right, for tonight, we're going to see those lows drop down into more of the 30s. Not closer to freezing yet, at least down that way around Puyallup and Olympia will get close, but everywhere else will stay more so into the mid to upper 30s. Forecast highs heading into the day for tomorrow, looking to call us and bring us back into more of the 40s. All right, here's your forecast as we head over the next 7-day stretch. We're going to see temperatures continue to stay more so into, I would say, more of definitely the 40s for highs. It tries to bump up into more of the upper 40s as we go later into the week, but we have that nice stretch of some drier weather here Saturday through Tuesday. Of course, a lot of the excitement will be on what possibly could be around heading on into Friday night and early into Saturday with the lowland snow. But again, that's just going to be for a very few of us up across parts of northern King County and Snohomish County. We're talking about little, if anything, in terms of accumulation, so there's not going to be much with that. The snow in the mountains, we'll at least get a half a foot to a foot here over the next 24 hours. Okay, everyone, well, take care. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your Christmas. Merry Christmas again, and have a great rest of your holiday weekend. I'll talk to you soon.